Hello, Steve White's89, formerly TrekBoy89. I'm making this video as sort of an ode to Mecharandom. I wanted to sort of explain, because I have been attacked here and there. I don't have a lot of subscribers or a lot of comments, but I've had a few people attack me for liking or talking or referring to Doomcock and Mecharandom in my videos, because the assumption is if I follow them, I must be right-wing, so I must be racist and sexist. And if I don't like Captain Marvel or Discovery or She-Ra, I must be sexist and racist and all that stuff. So all that stuff that gets thrown at those guys gets thrown at me too. I've got a few nasty trolls. I haven't really removed any of them. Fortunately, most of them got bored and went away when I stopped feeding them. But I came to YouTube very simply. In 2016, I went to Madonna's Rebel Heart tour. I went to 4 shows and the fan-only, very difficult to get into Tears of a Clown show. And I got some really good videos, and people kept saying to me, will you share them? Why don't you put them up? So I thought, how do I do that? Oh, I made a YouTube channel, and I put a bunch of Madonna videos on there, and then I went away. And then I got an email a while later saying, congratulations, you've got 500 subscribers. I'm like, for what? On what? I'm like, oh, I've got a YouTube channel. And I didn't realize, I went and looked once I found a password, and I discovered that I had, like, these videos had 100,000 views. And just from that, I'd gotten a bunch of subscribers, even though I hadn't maintained the channel at all. I hadn't gone back to it after the day I put those videos up. And then I sort of thought, well, that's interesting. What do I have to add? So I went and I found, because I'm a collector, I had a bunch of old VHS stuff and things that was hard to find on YouTube and that. So I put those up, and then I went away again. And then it wasn't until 2016 was a very weird year. We had the Ghostbusters thing, and it was the first time the studios were attacking the fans, and a lot of fans were fighting back. So I saw a lot of that chatter, but I didn't really get into it because I didn't have a lot of data, because I had literally problems with the lines in my area and I couldn't get a lot of data from my internet service. So I wasn't spending much time online. I was mostly watching videos and DVDs and stuff because I'm a collector and I had a lot. So I didn't really get into the YouTube thing. But then along came Star Trek Discovery, and I got all excited because I thought it was going to be a Star Trek series. And I started looking around for videos. And now Mecha was my first YouTuber, but Midnight Airs was the first channel I started watching, and they had a lot of information, and they had a lot of rumours and stuff, and I understood they were rumours, and I wasn't bothered by it. But the first person I started to watch was Mecharandom, because I just was looking for videos on Discovery, and I saw this girl with red hair and a big white bookshelf full of collectibles behind it, and I thought, oh my god, that's just like me. I've got like a bunch of collectibles, and I didn't know that like there were a lot of people like that on YouTube, and this was common with YouTubers that have this sort of channels, because I just wasn't on there a lot. And I mostly clicked on a video just to see what was in the background, because I thought I saw something Star Trek. And I started watching, and I liked her. I liked her videos. I liked the way she was talking. So I started following her. And then there was a point where she'd repeated something someone else said, and people were attacking her, and it offended me as well. Because she sometimes says stuff that I don't agree with. And then she said in the video, don't come to my channel and attack me if you've got a problem. Make your own channel and make your own videos, have your own freedom of expression. Don't, try and curtail mine, basically. So I thought, well, I've got a YouTube channel. I've got like over 500 subscribers. They're mostly for Madonna, but maybe they'll watch videos on Star Trek. I thought, I'm going to start making videos talking about Star Trek and the things that I like. So I procrastinated until Discovery season 1 started, and I started doing videos on that, and I got a few hundred views. I think 1,000 or so was like the most, and it was nice. I talked to people, they made comments. I felt like I was part of the community. I felt like I was a YouTuber. I found out about the fandom menace, and I sort of thought, I kind of want to be one of them. I kind of like that they are standing up for the fans, and I didn't like what was happening with Star Wars and everything. And I got over 1,000 followers. And this is about the time Captain Marvel, because I doubled my viewers really quickly. And then Captain Marvel came out, and I went to Sydney for Mardi Gras, and I saw the film while I was there. And I went around the cinemas before I went into mine, and they were mostly empty. And this was something people were talking about all over the internet. So I made a video about that, and a couple of videos reviewing the film, saying I didn't really like it. It was okay, but it wasn't great or anything. And the merchandising and the marketing and Brie Larson's interviews were more the problem than the actual movie. So, and then I got a bunch of bots attacking me, and Brie fans and that, and I just sort of ignored it because I was on holiday in Sydney. And when I came back to Melbourne after that weekend, my channel was gone. And that was the same weekend that Mecharandom, if you have the bigger channels, were attacked as well, and some smaller ones. And unfortunately, it's a lot easier to take down a small channel than a big channel. They have protections. They have they have people monitoring them. They have, if they're monetized and they make a lot of money, they can defend themselves about that because they're losing revenue. It's different. I didn't monetize because I didn't want to have that dynamic where I'm looking at the videos and the views and looking at how much money I'm making from the ads. I didn't want to start that. I just wanted to have an honest, just talk channel where I just talk about stuff. So they took me down very easily. I won't say how they did it, but there were about 12 people that did it. And I was really upset because I lost all my videos. I didn't back up any of them. And they were all like this. If you watch any of my videos, you know they're mostly journals, mostly just talking about things that upset me, talking about things that make me angry or whatever. And it was like a diary. And it's like someone just came along and tore all the pages out of my diary and flushed it down the toilet. And I was really upset. I didn't come back to YouTube until a while after. I took a while, and then I came back. I wanted to do another channel, and I was kind of flattered that Mecharandom recognized me even with the new channel. She's like, I recognize your picture. I said, yeah, I used to have a channel. I got deleted. And she hadn't been deleted, but she has people trying to delete her all the time, so she understands. And I felt like a YouTuber. I just liked the whole thing. I like YouTube, and I sort of wanted to thank Mecharandom because I wouldn't be making these videos. I wouldn't be having the catharsis and the community interaction, especially in these times of COVID where I've been trapped in my house since April 28th. I went to get my flu shot, and the next time I went out was yesterday. Is it yesterday yet? To get some packages that had been stuck at the post office for 6 weeks because I wouldn't go and get them because they were supposed to be sent to a parcel locker where I could pick them up privately without going into the post office anytime I wanted. But they got diverted to the post office and they were stuck there. And I finally went out and got them today because our lockdown in Melbourne has lifted, so people can leave the house now. And I just wanted to say thank you, Mecca, if you're watching. I doubt you've lasted this long. I know you're very busy. You edit your own videos and you do everything. But so far as the other motivation is, I feel like we're having an argument. Like Marina Sirtis was hoping that the new Supreme Court Justice, I've forgotten her, ACB or whatever her initials are, Marina was saying, I hope you're haunted by the ghost of RBG. And I'm pretty left. I don't really agree with what they're doing politically with all that. And I wasn't offended by what Marina said, but I do think it's kind of petty and she could have made a more constructive comment about that situation. So I kind of agree with Mecca, but I was just sort of saying that I understand why people are upset and why they're angry and why they feel threatened by the situation. And I'm not sure if she heard me, so I sort of wanted to just make it clear that I like Mecharandom. I wouldn't be on YouTube if it weren't for her. And even though I disagree with some of the things she says, and a lot of the other Fandom Menace people, as politics have become more prominent with the issues with Trump and the election and all the stuff that's happening, it's become very aware that some of these guys lean quite right. And I don't really agree with what they're saying, but I don't go to the channel for that. So I just listen to the content that I'm looking for, and then I just sort of ignore the rest because I don't want to criticize them. I don't really want to hear it half the time. I just wish this wasn't the issue that it is. But that's the state we live in, where you can't exist without picking a side. And once you do, you're the enemy. And people are naturally defensive and they don't listen. So a couple of times Mecca said things and I wanted to say something. And I occasionally make bitchy comments randomly on YouTube. I kind of have Marina moments. But for the most part, I don't criticize the people I like and follow because I don't want them to delete me. I don't want to come across as a troll. I try and be constructive. But it's like people are so defensive, they can't hear you. It's just everyone's in their own echo chambers on either side, screaming into the echo chamber at the other side who isn't hearing them, and no one really wins. And I've had people criticize me, like I said, for commenting on Doomcock and Mecca and that, and assuming that I follow them and I must be racist and left-wing right-wing because they think they're racist and right-wing, and I've been called all those sort of things. I've been called homophobic because people don't know. Trolls, I don't need to explain all that to you, but I've had people attack me, I've had people threaten me, I've had people insult me. I've got one guy trolling me every day. I just put a full stop in the comments, so the comment disappears off my comments that I haven't responded to yet thing, and I don't read them. I don't want to delete him because that feels like censorship, but I'm not going to read him because I don't want to deal with him. And she's dealt with worse than that. And she's sort of been my my Yoda. I've sort of been watching her, so I've sort of learnt how to handle a lot of YouTube stuff from listening to how she responded to her things, and also some of the other guys and Nerdrotic and stuff. I don't agree with everything they say, like I said, but I'm not going to trash them. I'm not going to insult them. I'm not going to attack them. I don't have to watch them, and if I want to comment, I'm going to try and make it constructive. But I don't think they would listen to me because I don't think anyone's hearing anything at the moment. So I just want to do a video about that. So when people do attack me for talking about these people, I can just send them a link to this video and not have to try and explain this in my own comments. I don't have a lot of viewers, I don't have a lot of comments, but I do take them seriously and I do listen to them. So when people come up with this sort of stuff, I feel like I have to respond, and this will just make that easier. I can just share this video and say, that's why I follow these people, that's why I talk about them, that's why I like them. I don't like everything they say, but that doesn't mean I can't like them, I can't respect them. We can have a difference of opinion to a point, and we can listen to people. So that's what I'm trying to do. So thank you, Mecharandom. I wouldn't be here having the catharsis that I do from my videos if it weren't for you. And I just want the election to end. I want things to settle down. I'm sick of politics ball. I just want to talk about sci-fi. The escapism was crushed out of the mainstream, TV shows and everything. And we had YouTube, and now YouTube is political. So you can't go anywhere without politics ball now, and I just want to escape it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. If you watched this, Mecha, I don't think you did because you're too busy. But if you did, and if you got to the end, I wouldn't think you would have gotten to the end either. Thanks, have a nice day. And for everyone else, thanks for watching. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And have a nice day or night or whatever time it is where you are. Thanks, bye.